Protestants in Ukraine are summarizing a year, while in France they are uniting in new evangelical campaigns. In London, a fierce parliamentary discussion is ongoing about the superiority of many modern genders over the traditional one, he or she. But the world hasn't gone mad yet, as our dancers from Szczecin have been awarded the master title. However, Ridley Scott apparently did not excel in his new film about Napoleon. In Krakow, a record number of colourful nativity scenes astonished the judges and audience. In the end, you'll learn what the Mennonites think about quarrels and schisms. Radio Safira for Friday, December 8th, invites you.
The Focolare movement, founded during World War II by Chiara Lubich, is celebrating its 80th anniversary. It is now present in nearly 200 countries, including Poland. On the anniversary yesterday, Pope Francis met with the leaders of the movement, and a Thanksgiving service was held in the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore in Rome. The movement, promoting peace and unity in the spirit of the gospel, brings together consecrated persons, families, youth and clergy. It creates international towns like Loppiano in Italy, which are examples of Christian coexistence. The Focolare movement has 140,000 members and millions of sympathizers worldwide.
In Kiev, the Council of Protestant Churches of Ukraine deliberated. Discussions included legislation, clergy mobilization, military chaplains, humanitarian aid, and countering Russian propaganda. The council also participated in a meeting of the World Evangelical Alliance in Warsaw, where support for Ukrainian pastors and condemnation of Russia's aggression were discussed.
The National Council of Evangelicals in France adopted the document Together in Mission, a missionary impulse for France. The declaration aims to set common goals for churches while maintaining their diversity. The document, which gained broad support from delegates, contains 9 articles focusing on mobilization and missionary activity at different levels. Numerous evangelical and prayer events are planned, including the International Week of Prayer. The project's finale is scheduled for October 2025. The document was inspired by the Lausanne movement's actions.
In the British Parliament, Liz Truss, former Prime Minister and Minister for Women and Equalities, presented a proposal to amend the Health and Equality Act, aiming to refine the definition of gender. Truss criticises current law, which privileges individuals changing gender at the expense of other citizens. She argues this leads to social life problems. The amendment includes, among other things, a ban on formally recognizing social gender in people under 18. The law aims to protect children and women's rights in the face of current cultural trends and activist pressures.
In the 81st Krakow Nativity Scene Contest, a record number of 232 nativity scenes were submitted. The event is organized by the Krakow Museum. The competition includes various categories, including adult, family, youth, children's school, and the new off category. Krakow Nativity Scenes, part of the intangible cultural heritage, present scenes from religious life and Krakow's history. The results will be announced on December 10th, and the exhibition can be viewed from December 11th at the Kozistofori Palace.
Dancers from the Astra Dance School in Szczecin won the World Championship title in the couple formation all WADF Styles Masters Super Showcases at the World Artistic Dance Championships in the Czech Republic. Among the winners were Mateusz Wagaman, Deputy Voivode of West Pomerania, and his wife, Małgorzata. Over 5,000 participants from all over the world competed for 6 days, and the group of 18 adult amateur couples from Astra gained recognition from both the jury and the audience. After winning the European champion title in April, the Szczecin's dancers are already preparing for the next competitions, to be held in Warsaw next April.
Ridley Scott, known for outstanding films like The Duelists, Alien: The Eighth Passenger, and Blade Runner, has become an inconsistent director in his later works. His latest work, Napoleon, despite technical perfection, was criticized for lack of depth and described as irregular. The film touches on themes such as Napoleon's ambitions, the consequences of his decisions, and the transience of power. It does not offer an in-depth analysis of the main character, played by Joaquin Phoenix, leaving the viewer with questions about the deeper meaning and purpose of the production, suggesting that Napoleon's story could have been presented in a more insightful way. But, after all, it's Ridley Scott. One must see for oneself.
An article appeared on the website of the Mennonite World Conference, analysing conflicts in the Church in the context of the 15th chapter of the Acts of the Apostles. The author, raised in a Mennonite congregation in Argentina, describes the challenges associated with differences in the interpretation of faith principles. These controversies include the role of women in the Church and politics and the stance towards divorced individuals. The article highlights the importance of balancing truth and fidelity with love and grace in resolving conflicts. It recalls the Jerusalem Council as an example of the early Church adapting to new challenges. The article also emphasizes the role of mediation and reconciliation, illustrated by the conflict between Paul, Barnabas, John, and Mark. It notes that schisms in the Church can be temporary, and the care for young leaders is crucial. Crises can strengthen, and schisms can direct towards new, more revitalizing paths of faith. They can free the community from routine and stagnation. Therefore, let's not fear confrontation, but in love and respect for the supreme value, which is the gospel.
That's all for Friday. We wish you a pleasant weekend. May God bless us all.